Imagine waking up tomorrow and realizing that almost everything you've been doing, manually writing emails, planning your day, searching for information, creating content, solving problems, even making money, could have been done 10 times faster, smarter, and with less effort using tools that already exist today. Tools powered by artificial intelligence that most people either ignore, underestimate, or simply don't know how to use properly. And that's exactly the reason why right now there are two types of people in the world. Those who are still doing everything the hard way, and those who are quietly leveraging AI to multiply their time, their productivity, and their income without working more hours. And the gap between these two groups is growing faster every single day. Because this is not just another trend, this is a shift, a massive shift in how humans operate, think, and execute. And the sooner you understand this, the faster you position yourself ahead of 99% of people who are still stuck in outdated systems. Because here's the truth that nobody tells you. It's not that successful people are working harder than you. It's that they are using better tools. And right now, AI is the most powerful tool available. Not in the future, not in 5 years, right now. And if you learn how to use it correctly, you can compress hours of work into minutes, decisions into seconds, and ideas into execution almost instantly. And it starts with something simple, something so small that most people overlook it, the way you think, because AI is not just a tool you use, it's a system you interact with. And the better your inputs, the more powerful your outputs. Meaning that if you learn how to communicate clearly, specifically, and strategically, you unlock a level of efficiency that feels almost unfair. Imagine opening an AI tool, and instead of typing something vague like, "Help me write," you say, "Write a high-converting email that sounds confident, human, and persuasive, aimed at a busy professional who values time," and within seconds you get something that would normally take you 30 minutes or more, and now multiply that across everything you do daily: messages, planning, research, learning, content creation, and suddenly your entire life starts to accelerate because you are no longer limited by how fast you can think or type. You are amplified by how well you can direct intelligence. And this is where things become powerful, because once you understand that AI is not replacing you, but extending you, everything changes. You stop seeing it as a shortcut and start seeing it as leverage. And leverage is what creates exponential results, not linear ones. And one of the most powerful life hacks you can start using immediately is turning AI into your personal decision-making assistant. Because think about how much time you waste overthinking, going back and forth, doubting your choices, when you could instead break down your situation, input it clearly, and receive structured insights, options, and perspectives that help you move forward faster, with more clarity and less stress. And over time, this doesn't just save you time, it rewires how you approach problems, making you more decisive, more confident, and more effective. And then there's the content side, which is where things get even more interesting. Because attention is the most valuable currency today. And AI allows you to generate ideas, test angles, create scripts, and optimize hooks at a speed that was impossible before. Meaning that instead of spending hours wondering what to post, you can generate 10, 20, even 50 ideas in minutes, filter the best ones, and execute immediately. And the people who understand this are building audiences faster than ever, because they are not guessing, they are iterating, rapidly, consistently, and strategically. And if you combine this with a deep understanding of what makes people click, curiosity, emotion, surprise, value, you create content that doesn't just get views, it gets attention. And attention leads to growth, and growth leads to opportunity, and opportunity leads to income. And that's the real game. And here's another life hack that feels almost illegal to know. Using AI as a personalized learning engine, instead of passively consuming information like most people do, you actively engage with it. You ask questions. You request simplifications. You generate summaries. You test your understanding. And you turn any topic into an interactive experience. which dramatically increases how fast you learn and how well you retain information. And this applies to everything, from learning a new language to understanding business strategies to mastering digital skills, because you are no longer limited to static content. You are interacting with dynamic intelligence that adapts to you, and that alone gives you a massive advantage in a world where knowledge is power, but speed of learning is everything. And if we talk about productivity, this is where AI truly shines, because most people are not lazy, they are overwhelmed. They are stuck in repetitive tasks that consume their energy and time, and AI allows you to eliminate or automate many of those tasks. From summarizing long documents to organizing your schedule to drafting responses and generating ideas, freeing up your mental bandwidth to focus on what actually matters, high-value activities that move your life forward. And when you start operating like this, you feel different, you feel faster, sharper, more in control, because you are no longer reacting to everything. You are designing your workflow intentionally, and this is where you start to see real results. Not just in productivity, but in quality of life, because time is the one resource you can't get back, and anything that helps you use it better is incredibly valuable. And now, let's talk about money. Because at the end of the day, this is what most people care about, and AI is opening doors that didn't exist before. From creating content, to offering services, to building digital products, people are using AI to generate ideas, validate them, and execute them faster than ever. And the key difference is not the tool, it's the action. Because while most people are still watching, learning, and waiting, a small percentage is actually doing, testing, failing, improving, and succeeding. And those are the ones who benefit the most. Because in this new era, speed beats perfection, execution beats overthinking, and consistency beats intensity. And AI supports all three. It helps you move faster, it reduces friction, and it makes it easier to stay consistent. And maybe the most important mindset shift you need to make is this. Stop asking, can AI do this for me? And start asking, how can AI help me do this better, faster, and smarter? Because that question alone changes how you approach everything. It turns you from a passive user into an active strategist, someone who is not just consuming technology, but leveraging it intentionally. And once you reach that point, everything starts to compound. Your skills improve faster, your output increases, your confidence grows, and your results follow. And if you look around, you'll notice that the people who are winning right now are not necessarily the smartest or the most talented. They are the ones who adapt the fastest, the ones who are willing to experiment, to try new tools, to change how they work. And that's something you can do starting today. You don't need permission. You don't need perfect knowledge. You just need to start. Small, simple, consistent steps. Because the real advantage is not in knowing everything. It's in taking action while others hesitate. And if you do that, if you commit to using AI not just occasionally but consistently, as part of your daily workflow, you will start to notice a shift. First in how fast you complete tasks, then in how confident you feel, and eventually in the results you achieve. And at that point, you'll realize something important. That the biggest mistake you could have made was ignoring this opportunity. Because AI is not just a tool, it's a multiplier, a force that amplifies what you already do. And if you use it wisely, it can transform your life in ways that once seemed impossible, saving you time, increasing your income, and giving you a level of control and efficiency that most people are still far from reaching. And the only question left is whether you're going to take advantage of it now or wait until everyone else catches up. Because by then, the real advantage will already belong to those who started early, those who experimented, those who adapted, and those who decided to stop doing things the slow way and start playing the game at a completely different level.